Even though the usual suspects are already screaming Islamophobia, I'll give you 4 good reasons why Quebec's facial covering ban is a wonderful idea. Well, it's official. Quebec has passed a sweeping ban on face coverings. Translation: public workers will not be allowed to wear the niqab or burqa, for example. As well, veiled citizens will have to unveil when they're riding public transit or receiving government services. Make no mistake, this unofficial burqa niqab ban is a victory for those who cherish Western values and rightfully fear the impact of radical Islam. Here are my top 4 reasons why a burqa ban makes perfect sense. Number 1, contrary to popular belief, wearing a burqa or a niqab is not a Quranic requirement. While women are indeed urged to dress modestly, there's nothing in the Islamic holy book that actually requires them to entomb themselves in such garments. In a column entitled, "As a Muslim, I think Canada should ban the niqab and burqa in public," Raheel Raza states, quote, "The niqab and burqa have nothing to do with Islam. They're the political flags of the Muslim Brotherhood, ISIS, the Taliban, Al-Qaeda, and Saudi Arabia," end quote. Indeed, why would any Western democracy even consider tolerating those values? Secondly, one of the reasons we enjoy the benefits of a free and open society without checkpoints manned by guards asking us for our identification papers is that we can identify one another in public. But if you allow someone to conceal their face in public and that person does something nefarious, say commit an act of assault, then the victim is at a disadvantage in that the attacker cannot be properly identified. How is this fair? How is this just? Indeed, Quebec Premier Philippe Couillard hit the nail on the head when he addressed the new law, stating, quote, "We are just saying that for reasons linked to communication, identification, and safety, public services should be given and received with an open face. We are in a free and democratic society. You speak to me, I should see your face, and you should see mine. It's as simple as that," end quote. And that's what this ban is really about. Our own Ezra Levent combed through the law and notes that the words Muslim, Islam, niqab, etc. are not even mentioned at all. The law is about not being allowed to obscure your identity. This is most helpful for anyone who try to conceal themselves in order to commit a dastardly deed. The law essentially targets masks, not head coverings, such as the hijab. In terms of using the burqa and the niqab to carry out an illegal task, the proof is indeed in the pudding. Perform a simple Google search regarding men wearing burqas, engaging in everything from jewelry store heists to acts of terrorism, and there is no shortage of tales. For example, in a 2013 Washington Times column by Daniel Pipes, it was noted that in the Philadelphia region alone, there were 15 robberies or attempted robberies at financial institutions in just a 6-year period in which the male thieves were clad in Islamic full body cover. The most violent one took place on May 3, 2008, when Police Sergeant Stephen Lesbinski was killed in a shootout following a robbery by perpetrators wearing burqas. As well, burqas were used by a band of thieves in a 2014 Toronto jewelry store heist that netted the thieves a $500,000 bounty. As you might imagine, the security video footage of the perpetrators conducting the heist was almost useless given the disguises that were employed. Burqas can also be employed as a means of escape. Consider the case of Mohammed Ahmed Mohammed. In 2013, the Telegraph newspaper noted this 27-year-old British man of Somali origin became the latest terror suspect to simply disappear, making a mockery of the UK security services, police, and judiciary. After spending several hours in a mosque in West London, Mohammed simply sliced off his electronic tag, slipped on a burqa, and then vanished. Yet another UK suspect that simply disappeared while under the terror watch. My third reason why I support a burqa ban: when it comes to those women who wear the burqa and the niqab, an important question arises. Really, how many are doing so willingly? Anecdotal evidence tells us that some women in the Islamic community have been threatened with violence if they don't comply with the wishes of the patriarch. And let us never forget the case of 16-year-old Aksa Parvez of Mississauga, Ontario, whose brother strangled her to death in a so-called honor killing. Her crime? She refused to wear a veil. The question arises, where is the feminist movement on this file? And whatever happened to that old chestnut of a woman having the right to choose? Now, my fourth reason why I support a burqa ban: keeping the burqa and the niqab out of the public square amounts to a measure of reasonable accommodation on behalf of those who follow such modesty rules. For many people, the sight of a burqa or a niqab is viewed as a symbol of Islamofascism, a symbol of oppression, a symbol of misogyny, and a rejection of Western values and Western culture by those likely benefiting from such Western values. And anyway, it's not to stop women from wearing the burqa and the niqab privately, i.e. in their home or the mosque. Bottom line, while the legislation is a done deal, the burqa debate is far from over. The left's perpetually offended progressives will surely launch court challenges, and of course, the kangaroo court that is the Human Rights Commission will be summoned. But for now, Quebec's face mask ban makes for a powerful statement, and it is a wonderful first step when it comes to at least one Western jurisdiction fighting back against Sharia creep. Let's hope other provinces follow suit. For the Rebel.media, I'm David the Menzoid Menzies. Hey folks, we have an all-new fall lineup. Please visit therebel.media/shows and check it out.